Good morning to you and your viewers, Desiree. Well, I can definitely tell you that it is a stark contrast of what transpired yesterday here at the Pretoria High Court. Madiba Street actually ground to a halt, actually, affecting even other roads in the CBD. We even struggled to actually make it to court on time. Even the judge who's presiding over the matter struggled to make it to court on time. And the officials from the court were also, having an issue of trying to inform the leaders of the church to try and remove the congregants close to the court and to move them a bit to the side, as they were having a mini concert that was actually entertaining some of the congregants that were outside. And they also had a huge screen where, because the court was so small, they could actually follow the proceedings that were being live streamed from the court on the outside. But today there's actually a stark contrast. Traffic is actually, flowing very smoothly. And if I can ask my colleague Tabisho to actually show you, there's just a very small group of the congregants that actually arrived using cars, whereas yesterday there were buses that were actually, causing a lot of traffic congestion. And as you rightfully mentioned, the two of the sons that are vying for the position of bishopship for IPHC were actually in court yesterday. Initially, their application was for the media to make a formal application to broadcast, and eventually the SABC camera had to be chucked out, as the judge ruled that there should be one camera that's streaming for the church and another camera for another media production, of which the SABC can actually get a footage from that particular production. Immediately afterwards, then the same lawyers actually applied for the judge to recuse herself. They were saying that according to Rule 37, the judge who was actually presiding over the case management, the pre-trial conference, should not be the same judge unless the consent parties have made a written consent to say that no, that particular judge can proceed with the trial of the matter. And in fact, later on, after the application was made, the judge came back and turned down that particular application. And from what we have gathered from yesterday, the two lawyers representing the two sons of the late bishop of IPHC, who actually passed on in 2016, are set to appeal that particular judgment, actually saying that according to the rules of the court, the judge who presided over the pre-trial conference should be a different judge unless the parties actually consented in writing. So that's what's going to transpire today. There's going to be that interlocutory application where they're going to try to get the judge to recuse herself and then to find another judge. So it's not yet clear as to whether the matter will be able to proceed or immediately after that appeal has been entertained by the courts, or whether they might decide to adjourn so that on the other day can be dedicated to the trial itself, where the three sons of the late bishop of IPHC are actually vying for the position of the well-known church, which has a legion of followers of about 3 million congregants in South Africa and in the neighboring countries, and an estate of about 400 million rands that has been left by the father of the three sons who are vying for this particular position.